What is going on?
No.
Alright. There. Wait for some people to show up. Alright, gotta refresh this.
Steve Harvey.
Let's see here. 2 people's watching, so who do we have in here? Is this? I don't want Wi-Fi. Turn Wi-Fi off. I want. What's going on, everybody? Geronimo McDuggins, how are you doing? Hey, James, how are you doing? How is that baby doing?
That's my baby.
Balls of Paradise, what is going on?
He took my baby from me.
I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, CJ, how is it going? Hey, it'll let me talk. Of course it will. You're on DCR's live. I'm trying to sign in. Gotta love carpet pythons. What's going on, Gail? Let's see here. I just rebooted my computer, so I'm trying to find the right one. I can't talk. So we're going to turn Wi-Fi off. And then I'm going to post a video later tonight. That is awesome, and I hope it's what I think it's going to be. We got a special request to do something tonight, so I'm going to wait till everybody gets on here so we can do it.
Who you all waiting on?
I'm sure it is. Exactly. So, for some reason, this is not linking up, and I don't know why.
Because it's you.
Let's see here. What do we do? What do we do?
Run
Nope.
away!
Not that. Not that. I was hoping I would be the first so you could see my request for a change. Your request. Are you talking about the video for showing all my snakes? File, new tab.
What are you doing?
I am going to download Firefox because this one is not working out too great. So, what is everybody up to tonight? Sorry to be so away from it all.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm just re-downloading Firefox because the Safari is kind of sitting there spinning like crazy. And it's acting like it's don't have signal, but I know it does. Hopefully everybody's doing good, okay? Doing good tonight. And I shipped out 4 snakes yesterday, and all 4 of them did get to their new homes today, all safe and sound. Well, CJ, you better put that thing on the charger. Bill Van Wagner, what are you up to? I haven't seen you in a while, and you're just over the bridge.
What you eating for dinner? We ate chili.
Yeah, Balls of Paradise, what are you guys eating? We ate chili. Yep, everybody's snakes made it safe. Doritos. Hey, Doritos is awesome.
Not fish.
Fish is awesome too. Your snakes are on a plane as we speak. Well, are they in that movie, Snakes on a Plane? Are they making a new movie? And your snakes are the stars of it? That would be awesome. Yes, fish. What kind of fish?
Ew. It's gross.
It's not gross.
Gross.
Fish is awesome.
And yet he never eats it here.
Yeah, because you don't cook it.
I'm not cooking something I don't eat. So learn how to cook it yourself.
That's what fast food's for. They
Maybe
gotta
like a hoe.
grow up first and go to acting school. Alright, let me see if I can redo this the right way. So, good news and bad news. What do you guys want first? You tell me and you will have it. Salmon? I don't know if I've ever tried salmon. Bad news? Okay, the bad news is a bunch of my males did not lock up with the females. They was cuddling, but they didn't lock up. So the females was being stingy. Now, the good news is one of my cinnamons locked up, which is awesome. Butter, garlic, lime juice. Hey, that sounds awful good. I'm signing in now. Hopefully this will work better. And then we will get this show on the road. TJ, what are you up to, buddy? So, who'd he lock up with? I'll have to look to figure out her name. I had 3 of my 5 lock up last night. That is awesome, CJ. FedEx was really late today. Yeah. Hopefully, everything turns out okay. So I'm sure the snakes will be all right. I actually received a snake a couple weeks ago. Several weeks ago, a day late. It was that shipment from the reptile barn. A day late, they're all fine. They're eating. One of them locked up. All right, this looks better. So, let me make this bigger.
Right.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. I'm trying to figure out what day it is.
Reagan.
And I think we're going to find out. And I think each one of us is going to tell you what day it is. And then we'll all tell you what day it is. So,
Reagan.
hey, I'm going to go through and everybody's going to tell me what day it is. And then we're all going to say it all at once. So they're going to hear what day it is 5 times. Okay? You guys are going to hear what day it is 5 times.
No, we're done. Her hair was caught.
All right. So, first, we're going to do Faith. Then we're going to do Reagan. Then we're going to do Crystal. And then we're going to do all of us. Because you guys have heard me before.
Do youngest to oldest.
Okay. Reagan's going to be first. Then Faith. Then Crystal. And then all of us together.
Oh, I didn't request that.
All right. So, we did get a request from a couple of youngins. We did get a request from a couple of youngins to have her do what today is. So, let's go ahead and get this thing started. So, Reagan, what is today?
It is, let me think. What's up Wednesday?
Is that right? Faith, what day is today?
What's up Wednesday?
I don't know. I'm still kind of questioning it. So, Crystal, what day is today?
I don't know. You tell me. It's supposed to be What's Up Wednesday! Woo!
That's right. I guess 3 people said it. So I guess that's what today is. So today is What's Up Wednesday! There you go.
I never did.
There you go. Hopefully that's the best one you guys have seen yet. So what is up today? We are going to tell you what's up today.
He does not want to go.
Shed some light on this situation. And we're going to tell you what male actually locked up with what female. That would be I think I may have two. I think Charles is locked up with Lillian, the Super Pastel, but you guys know whenever you're breeding snakes, you're not supposed to clean their tubs. So before I show you this, I just wanted to say that because this tub is a disaster. And I am not going to clean it until I pull the male out because I do not want to disturb what they're doing. So do not hold this against me on what this looks like. And they are not locked up. But look at this. There's the female on top and the male inside the water bowl. Somewhere in there. So now that I know they're not locked up, after the live stream, I will go ahead and clean that tub and get that taken care of. So, the snake that locked up, let me make sure here which one it was. Alright, so Frank locked up with Gwendolyn. Now Gwendolyn is this classic I got from the reptile barn. So hopefully that's a good sign and she will give me some eggs later on. But let's go ahead and take a look at Frank and see which one Frank is. Frank is this beautiful cinnamon with another gene. So this guy locked up with Gwendolyn. That is the only one that locked up.
I kissed her.
All right, guys, that is what's up today. Just something small. Now, let's see here.
Stop! He's on mine. What?
If you guys don't remember who all received a snake from, cat fight,
Knock it off!
from DCR Reptiles, it is CJ,
Stop!
James Nelson, and Stevie. Plus Wade Moore, the 400 subscriber giveaway winner, got his snake too. They all like it. You guys need to go check out their channels. I know Wade posted a video, and I know Stevie posted a video on his channel about the unboxing. And yeah, you guys need to go check them out because you ought to see Wade's kids' reactions. They are epic. So yes, that would be a very good video for you guys to see. It's like a couple minutes long, but yes, it's a great video. Everybody is glad to have their snakes. I'm glad they got them. They're very happy with them. I don't know what's going on, TJ, but everything else is going good. And let's see here. What am I going to do on this next segment? Let's go ahead and you know what time it is. It is Twistem Up Thursday. Now, if you got dizzy, I did too. Platinum Scales Reptiles, what is going on? So, now, let's go ahead and take a closer look at my Spider's Het Desert Ghost. This is Nook. She did eat for the first time this week since I've had her. She's wrapping the water bowl, but she's not breeding this year. I'm going to keep her out of the breeding lineup because I do not have a male to breed with her. But she is an excellent snake. She's getting used to this place a little bit still. This next one is Jasmine. She's a very inquisitive little thing. She's coming to tell you guys hi.
What?
She's a very intrigued little snake that likes to know what's going on outside her tub.
Me too.
But that is my 2 spider het desert ghost. Now, what I plan on doing with these gals
Get up.
is get a pastel desert ghost,
Yeah, get up.
and I'm going to make me some desert ghost bumblebees. All right, CJ, have a good night. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. Now, as you can tell, I think all but them 4 and 2 others are full. So, yes, I have room to grow. But we will get into that after next year. Because I'm done for now buying snakes. Now, let's talk about rats. How do I plan on growing my rat collection? There's 2 different ways I plan on doing this. Either A, I can grow up all my females and buy males, which is a smart thing to do. Or B, take all baby females out of this rack, grow them up, and then get me my select few males out of that rack. That would be a good thing. But I would say over the next month to month and a half, I'm going to be building me another rack that goes right there. That way, I can really up my rat production. My breeders are starting to get old. I've got like 4 or 5 tubs that's got younger ones in it. My older ones are starting to die off, which sucks, but that's what happens in life. So I just need to start and hurry up to get me some more breeders so I don't slow down my production too much, and that way I can speed it up, because as you guys know, I'm breeding a lot of females and I'm going to need the pinkies.
I need a good song. What's a good song, guys? And not Metallica. Someone already told me to do Metallica.
She's talking about TikTok, of course.
Something I can redo.
Yep, it's going to save money for sure.
Absolutely need to save money.
I'll tell you, the difference between me breeding my own rats, Ryan Upchurch.
Ooh.
There you go, CJ. Great idea. I'll tell you the difference between me, Back in Black, AC/DC.
I think I've done an AC/DC.
The difference I save, here's the difference. With all of these snakes, it would cost me around $400 a week to feed them. Now, I could feed frozen thawed, but I'm not the type of guy that refreezes my prey after I unthaw it. So if I unthawed 60 prey items, I would be losing a lot of money. And if I went and bought them, I'd be, wasting a lot of money. Now, to breed my own, to buy my stuff, that's $400 a week. That is $1,600 a month to feed my snakes if I went and bought them. To breed my own, yes, you have a little bit of investment at first for your racks. But after you get going, it costs me $225 a month. A month to feed all of these snakes. And I know what I'm putting into my rats. Now, you've seen my rats before. You know that my rats are very healthy and very chunky. They're fat. Well, I guess you can call them fat.
They are.
But you go to the pet stores or you buy from somebody else, they're not as healthy as that. So that's another thing that you can provide is better food items for your snakes so they stay healthier, so they grow better, and yes, that is better. Now, the only thing I could do better, which I thought about doing, but I know it's going to be difficult as far as growing and, making the rats, expanding the collection within my own, is African sulfured rats. Those are healthier than rats. But there's two things. One, as soon as that colony is established, you cannot add any more rats to that colony. The only way you can add is grow up the little ones to take over. What?
CJ said my wife don't want them in the house, so I'm gonna buy a shed. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, CJ, I know what you're saying. And at first, my wife said, why in the heck do you have them in the house?
That made me so
I do
sad.
not want them in here. Now, she wants me to expand. So,
I have another viewer because she just asked me what the channel was.
so yes, she is all for me expanding my rat collection.
As long as I'm over it.
As long as she's over it.
Well, you know what I mean, right?
Cleaning it.
Yeah.
Which,
Mom,
if I get as big as I think I'm going to do, she's going to be cleaning them 24/7.
I'm broken.
That'll try to keep her out of trouble.
What the heck is her? Oh. What are you
So,
doing?
yes, breeding your own rats is the thing to do once you have as many snakes as I do. I started breeding my own rats, I think, when I had 10 or 12 snakes. But, yeah, I'm going to start. Haley Yanez?
Yeah.
What's going on, Haley?
I was just texting you.
How is that?
And she decided to get on here and see what this channel is all about. That's what I did, CJ. I love it. Keep it pest free and climate controlled is the best part.
She wanted to
It's
see
going. So, let's show Haley, a new person in this vlog, a little bit of support. Let's tell Haley hello. So everybody, give a shout out to Haley. Tell her hi and welcome to the channel. So, let's show off a couple snakes, because I know she likes snakes. So, Haley, what colors do you like? We'll just
or
start
what her
there.
son likes.
Or what does your son like? What colors? And then we'll go from there, because I got almost snakes of all colors.
Hello, friends. How's it going?
There are only 3 tubs that have snakes, are these 3. Oh, and here's some good news. Oh, okay.
Hello, friends.
So, here's some good news, guys. I'm not going to mess with this guy because if you remember,
Yellow and red.
that'll work.
Oh no.
Okay,
Come in.
so if you guys remember, I have a spinner blast that did not want to eat, and he finally ate 2 weeks ago 1 hopper mouse.
Look at him go.
Last week, he ate 2 hopper mice. I put in a rat pinky today, and guess what? He ate it. That would be my spinner blast male right here. Spinner blast male,
He's gone.
which is a spider pinstripe pastel.
I want to show this one to her.
I'm gonna.
So this is a spinner blast male. This one is taken, but he's going to be here for another 3 weeks or so. And then he will go to his new home. I'm going to get him fattened up and ready to go. So let's take a look at another one. Now, nope, we're going to get there in a minute. This one,
The only one.
everybody that knows
Oh, hello.
Ed,
Oh, God. That hurt.
this is a lemon blast, which is a pinstripe pastel. So the Desert Ghost Spider it's gonna be epic. Yes. I have 2 female spider head desert ghosts that I'm gonna be hopefully getting a male for, which is hopefully a pastel desert ghost, and I'm gonna breed him to both females. So next, we're going to show you one of the latest additions to DCR Reptiles, which somebody was wanting to show him.
Mom, I'm right here. Me too.
So, we're going to go ahead and let her get him out.
Quit, Faith. Goodness, you made me jump like 50 times.
That would be this guy.
So I met Haley on TikTok. So this is what we do. When I say, guys, hey, I'm on my other channel, you're looking straight at me. Why are you looking at me?
Tongue's going, he's okay.
Yeah, I know. This is what I'm doing. A little secret to my other part. Right?
Now this is a pied 100% het lavender albino. I think there's something more going on. I think there's a little bit of yellow belly in there.
Do I smell good?
But I'm not sure because look how bright it is. That thing is bright. Now, he'll probably be ready to breed next year, but it all depends on this other girl here.
Really?
I'm going to show you his future girlfriend. He just hasn't met yet. And this snake is beautiful too. I'm going to go ahead and pull her out. Make sure, yeah, she's not going in the shed.
Why do you want? I'm trying to hold you and you're trying to go in.
Oh, he doesn't want to go.
And I got to have somebody move their phone.
Sorry.
That would be, all right.
No.
I'm trying to snake wrangle here.
Mom, can you get him in his tank while he's trying to escape? Never mind.
And turn the camera around like this. Like this.
Oh, he's mad.
That would be the lavender albino female
I held her.
that is going to be bred to the pie.
That's what that one's doing.
Because if you haven't looked up and seen what a dreamsicle is yet, you need to go look it up because a dreamsicle is awesome. Kato Exotics, how are you? This is a female lavender albino. Hopefully she'll be ready next year. She's already 900 grams. So she's shooting up there.
And the mustache girls.
And she's eating like crazy. What's going on, Jason?
These are the
Now,
mustache girls.
Jason, I know you haven't seen this guy live yet, and I just showed him, but I'm going to show him again. That way you can see it live instead of just in a picture. Weirdo Watson, what's going on?
Well, hello, Frank. He's very runaway. He likes to run.
Don't tip over your water.
Be cautious.
That would be this pied het lavender albino. Has any gone off food yet? I got a couple that's off of food. I'm not really worried about it. I got a couple males off of food. I think I have a female that's off of food. But yeah, I'm not sure if this guy has yellow belly in him. But what do you guys think? There's his belly, or there's his side. Clean belly. Let me turn this thing around. I got this pied from AEP, Always Evolving Pythons.
And Victory also have shirts.
And I like how the tip of his tail is white. Tip of his tail. And then he's got a little bit of a white saddle there, or white bark there.
Like, let me go.
So do you guys think this has yellow belly in it or no? Because he's awful bright to be a regular pied in my book. Kato, that's a great question. But the thing with ball pythons is a lot of them hit that 1,000 gram mark. And I've had females go off of food for a year. I've had females go off of food for 8 months. Yes, I worry about it, but, and that male pied is brighter than my pieds also. Just to give you an idea, I hatched out this girl here last year. And I'll never breed this girl because she does have a kink. And I don't want to, hurt her and, because snakes can pass away if they become egg bound, and I don't want that kink to throw an issue. Now, this is my other female pied that I bought at an expo a year and a half ago or so. And she has 2 emojis. She's got one there. A little bit further down the tail, she's got another one. So there's 1, there's 2. That is why I bought her. She's growing. She'll be breedable next year. She's about 1,400 grams, but she's not big enough. I want her to be a little bit chunkier. Now my other pied is up here. He's in shed, so his color's not going to be good. And you can look at his eyes to see he's in shed. There's my other pied. I hatched this guy out last year too. As far as does the emoji come out into children? No. That's one thing about the pied gene. That's one thing about the pied gene. The low white, high white, it's not genetic. It's just a random thing. The same thing with emojis. Emojis are random. A lot of pieds seem to have emojis though. So hopefully I can get emojis. Now I want to show you one of the faces I got on my female that has a kink. And I think it's neat. Come here, little lady. Let me see if I can do it while she's in there, because you can kind of see it. Look at that. That's a teddy bear face if I ever saw one. That's neat. So yeah. Pieds are awesome. Them and albinos is the 2 snakes that got me into it. Now, I've always thought the albino pied was awesome. That is why I'm starting my project for the albino pied. And I've already started it this year. I bred Bonnie. This is my first female albino. High contrast. 2, that male pied that you've seen. The one that's up there, the one in shed. And I had them together for 3 days. They locked up for 2 days of that. So that is a very good sign. And hopefully, she's been bull wrapping like crazy. Even before I put him in. And she was pounding food left and right. She hasn't eaten in a couple weeks. But I'm not worried about it. She's the one that went off of food for about 8 months earlier this year. I did not think that she was going to be size enough to breed. But she started pounding food, got up to weight, and she's big enough to breed. So she was 1,600 grams before I bred her. Before I started breeding her. And she's only 2 years old. So hopefully she'll do good and give me a good clutch. Looking forward to it. I'm breeding 15 different females. I've got locks on, I think, 4 of them so far. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I've gotten 4 locks that I know of. So that's a good start. Hopefully, them other guys can get their act together and start locking up. So let's go ahead and go over here and talk to you guys a little bit. Now, I'm thinking about starting up a little series, and I know I said that I was going to do 100% lives, and don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do the normal lives, but I'm going to do a series, I think. I've just got to figure out exactly what every episode's going to be. But that's going to be in addition to all my live streams that's going on. So you don't have to worry about anything I'm, missing any lives, because I'm still going to do my Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday lives. And then I'm going to do the series on either Tuesday or Thursdays. So keep lookout for that. It's going to be awesome. Boas are awesome. They're nippy as babies, but the bigger they get, the nicer they get. I wouldn't mind having a boa again, but I just don't like their snappy attitude when they're babies. And actually, I'm trying to think of his name. My mind went blank. Has the one I had, and he's still kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt. But, yes. So, does anybody have any questions or anything about anything that's going on over here? Lockups or questions about the hobby or anything like that? Hazels, what is going on? I have not seen you in a while. It has been a while. Probably busy, I understand. How's the fam doing? And make sure, everybody, that you make sure that you're subscribed to everybody else so we can show each other support. I don't know if you have covered this, but any availability. As of right now, I am all out. No, I have no snakes available. You might need to get a big snake if you expand the rats. Nah, I'll be okay. I will be just fine. I'm still trying to get that perfect ratio going. Sorry, it's been sort of a YouTube break. Haven't uploaded any content in a month and a half, 2 months, but I'm going to start getting back to it. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, here's a question for you guys. And I'll answer it myself. And I know I've covered it, but I'll still answer it because I would like to hear what each and every one of you say. Question is, yes, I would say 99%, if not 100% of you guys have snakes. So the question is, what made you decide to get into the reptile hobby and keep snakes? That is a question for all of you. Now, I guess somebody else wants to answer that question too.
I don't know.
So she don't know. But I will say this. I used to be deathly afraid of snakes. She can vouch for that. Chasing me across the yard with a garter snake.
And in the house. I followed you all the way in the house.
Overcoming my fear. Exactly. I was scared of them. Hey, Spider Woman.
I'm a bird.
My nephew likes snakes, so I want to teach him how to breed. That is awesome. So, I was scared of snakes. I moved to Florida, and I started watching YouTube. Then I started watching Brian
What
Barczyk.
do you want to eat?
Then I was watching Going Youper. I watched,
What do you want
you know,
to eat?
AEP. And I started to like ball pythons just because of all the paint jobs. Well, I went to the reptile store
Which one?
and they was having a sale the next day on ball pythons. And they had this pied there, male. Had an emoji on him. And I held him for like an hour, hour and a half in the store. So when I got to the store, I held him. And I said, I'll be back in the morning to pick this guy up. What time do you open? He said 11. I wanted to make sure I got that pied. So I showed up at 10:30.
Jeez.
First one in the door. So I walk in, I get that snake, I bring him home. Now remind you, I'm still not 100% over the fear of snakes. So what did I do? I went to Walmart and I got latches and I latched the side of it and I got small padlocks for it. That way he would not get out. So I put this snake in this tank. It was 20-gallon long with the sliding top, and I locked both sides of it. And of course, he was going up to the edge, and you know how they climb on the side of the tank, looking to see if they can get out. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. So I went to bed that night. I woke up the next morning. I looked on the floor to make sure he didn't get out. I went in there, he was still in his cage, but in my mind, I couldn't handle it. So I took him back to the store. I kick myself in the butt every day because of it. But a month later, I called up Brian Barczyk and I said, hey, can you pick me out an albino female and send it to me? That's exactly what he did. That is where Bonnie came from. He handpicked Bonnie and sent her to me. And I was fine with it. Then the wife and kids came to town. We went to a Repticon in Tampa. I picked up 2 snakes, Super Mojave female, a pied female. So, it just exploded from there, as you can tell. That was 2 years ago. So yes, actually that was December of 16, so it ain't even been 2 years yet. So that's my little story on how I got started into snakes. Just a little fun fact. You know, now you guys know a little bit more about me. So you've even woken up from dreams of snakes? Wow, that's crazy. So, now, my son wanted a snake. I wouldn't hold it for a couple months. Realized I had a love for snakes more than he did. They begged me to start a YouTube channel, so I did. But I love my snakes. They're my babies. Agreed. Now, I'm just going to throw this out there. How important is it to talk to your snakes? That's a good question. I think it's important so they can learn your vibrations of your voice.
Yeah, but they can't hear you.
They can't hear you, but they hear your vibrations.
Yeah.
I think they can decipher who's talking with the vibrations that your voice
Wrong
gives
person.
to them. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. They can also tell by the smell. DEA, what is going on?
Mom,
What?
So,
exploding sticks or a stick bomb.
now, I'm going to say this, but it's not really that to me, but I'm going to say it because people around here
Just
think it is.
Watch.
It's a little chilly, but they think it's cold. It was 46 degrees this morning. And
Wow.
I only had on a hoodie, of course, but I'm from Kansas, so I'm used to the teen weather, single digits. That's fine. But people around here, you'd think it was freezing and everything else. But it's not. It feels nice. It's a little bit of a break.
I thought that was weird.
It was 8 this morning. Well, that's a heat rush for you guys, isn't it? Isn't it, DEA? Neil Sullivan, what is going on? Neil, is that who I think it is? Neil, if you're who I think you are, give me a thumbs up. Oh, okay. All right, Neil. I was thinking it was somebody else, but welcome. Cold for us in Florida, folk. Bill, I can see where you're coming from, but it's still not that bad outside. So, somebody throw a subject out there, we will talk about it. But until then, let's go ahead and talk about how much positivity is needed in this community. Question. Neil, what's your question? I think positivity is really needed in this community because this community really gets a lot of hate, and we need to stick together, show people that the reptile community and reptiles is really not a bad thing. It was 62 here in New Mexico. That's awesome. But felt great in Miami. Oh, I'd love to go to Miami. Does anyone think some of the genetic defects of some morphs could be caused by lack of genetic diversity in the captive market? I don't think it's that, because you can have 2 or 3 different lines and still have that same issue. Yes and no, I'll put it that way. But I can make a snowman if I wanted right now. I haven't made a snowman since I was a kid, and I don't even know if I did it then. I've had people tell me that the snakes are the devil, that I have the devil in my house, and had at least a few channels tell me that. I left the Midwest for North Carolina to get away from the snow. I moved from Kansas to come to here to get away from the snow. And of course I'm in Florida. So, what is you guys' favorite ball python morph? Morph. Not, you know, okay, your most favorite single gene. How often do you give baby snakes a bath? I really don't unless they're having trouble shedding. Pied, I agree. And the thing I like about pieds is they're not all the same. James, yours is a pastel. That's awesome. And that's why I do live streams, showing my love for snakes. I show they love attention. They love to be the pet snake spoiled. So yep. Clowns are awesome. I have a pastel het clown that I'm probably going to buy a pastel. No. I'm not sure what. I might buy a spider clown female. I don't know yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do believe snakes can love, but they really don't have the sense of us knowing it. I will not say all defects, but some are incubation temps. Exactly. Now, here's a question for you, and I know this has been discussed a lot. Super black pastel pieds, or super black pastel period. Incubation problems, or morph problems because it's a super. I need some more big girls. I need some more big girls too. The panda pied is exactly why I asked that question. Well, I have a black pastel het pied that I think I'm going to set me up a little incubator eventually and use that incubator for that clutch because I want to lower the. You need to know who you get. Yes, exactly. But I think IDR is trying to lower the temps in the incubator. Exactly. That's what I want to try is to lower the temps. And I think that'll help. But just like anything else, if you keep line breeding, eventually you're going to cause problems. I want an albino boa constrictor so bad. I love red tail boa. Yes, I like the, what are they called? The sun glow boas. Yes, Matt from Olympus Reptiles is doing that. He's got a nice setup. I like all his TGR racks too. But I'm gonna go for probably the ARS racks. That's the exact one I want. But if I got one, I would want probably a sub-adult. I don't want a baby. Just so I don't have to deal with all the bitiness from it. And of course, I know. You own snakes. Why don't you mind them biting you? It's not the fact of them not wanting them to bite me. I try to prevent that as much as possible. I've got TGR rats. Yeah. Oh, awesome. I was thinking about it, but I built my own. Next step, ARS. Which will hopefully maybe happen next year. The sooner the better. So, yes, we're going to keep this at an hour, just like we did Monday. That way we don't keep this long, draw it out. I have 7 snakes now. So I would probably go with the TGR rack next year. Awesome. I want to get a female ARS rack, a male ARS rack, a ARS rat rack, and a ARS baby rack. So that's a lot of racks, that's a lot of money, but if you're going to grow, you might as well get the best because those things will last forever. I've got 1 homemade rack and 3 TGR racks and a sea serpents. That could possibly be true, DEA. All the research I've done, everything was 89, so that's what I stuck to. But yeah, I made these 3 racks, which I'm going to be doing a retrofit to these. ARS is like Freedom Breeder. They are cheaper, and I think their tubs are a little bit better than Freedom Breeder, if I remember right. But they also have the hybrid series. But these are all Sea Serpents racks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy me some of these tubs, which you can get at Target, and retrofit them to here. I'm going to end up taking the sides off, setting the tubs in there, setting some gaps, and then putting the legs back on. So, I like Freedom Breeder racks better. Yeah, but they're a lot more pricier too. All Time Reptiles, what's going on, buddy? Glad you made it. We're here for another 5 minutes. So, how many of you guys watch Snake City? I think's the name of it. That's a good show. We even tried a little candlelight for these snakes to get them to lock up. Didn't work.
No, it didn't.
I guess Crystal wasn't serenading them good enough.
Oh, shush. I was dancing and singing.
Maybe it scared them. You're supposed to just sing.
Yeah, my dancing is scary.
See, she said it, guys. Barry White, play it.
Very white. Oh my god, I hate that song so much.
You mean singer?
Singer. I know. That's what I was trying to say. Reagan, you had.
Try Al Green.
I was trying to show you something.
I got a song that's going to take back some memories for you guys. What's it called? Cheeseburger Paradise? You guys remember that one? If you do, who sings it? Never heard of that one. Let me make sure that's the name of the song. Let me see here. I'll do some research. That's not the one I'm thinking about, I don't think. Let me see. Yep, you're right. I was thinking of somebody else. But yes. There's also another one that his voice says he's one, but he's actually another. What's his name? Trying to think of his name. Nope, that's not it. What is his name? Oh, I can't think. Did you start pairing? Yes, I did. I put this week's males in with the females on Monday. I had one lock. I took them out today. I had the cinnamon / question mark to a classic. I seen the lock up this morning before I went to work. They was unlocked when I got home. So I took them out. Alright, I'm going to name a song. And I want you guys to tell me the name of it. But don't go cheat. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the song. And you guys can tell me that. Tell me if you guys know who this is. So I'm going to get kind of close to the computer. Let me know if you guys can hear it. I got to make sure it's not going to... Yeah, I got to... Because she's talking about it. Yeah, that would be it. So no... I'll just play a small tip. Let's see here.
I know, can I say?
That's all you're getting.
That's not long enough. You gotta at least give it like...
Well, the copyright. I don't want him to get copyrighted.
Oh, gotcha.
That's all you're getting.
That's not long enough.
Well, the copyright. Okay, that's all I'm playing, guys. Yes, it is country.
Gotta have my country belt.
It's an older song. Let me see when that song came out. Did you guys hear it? That's the thing. Exactly. Charlie Pride. Now, what's the name of the song? Exactly. Kiss an angel, good morning. Now, I'm going to throw one up here that you guys probably won't get, but my daughter used to cry because of this song. And it's not a bad cry. Hey, volunteer. Let's see here. Let's see here.
Mom, open up.
All right, here we go, guys.
I recall the night that you came into this world.
All right, here we go,
I
guys.
couldn't believe the doctor when he said it's a little girl. Oh, I said, now, doc, you must be wrong. You see, I won't.
Nope, but you're close. Exactly. Daddy's Girl. My daughter used to cry at that song. Which, yeah. And I'd sing it to her too. And we're not talking her size. We're talking when she was about 10 to 12.
I'm 10.
Bigger 10.
See?
Can you tell me some of your pairings for this season? Okay.
You just put your own daughter down.
No comment.
You did.
Mojave to vanilla. Albino to het albino. Pied to het pied. Spinner to classic, which is a normal. Albino to het albino. Pied to possible het pied, which I believe is going to prove out if she gives me some eggs this year. The same pairing as I had this last year, which is a spinner to super pastel. Then we got pied to albino. Sorry, those are staying here. Then we have a cinnamon / question mark to a classic 2 times. 2 different males to 2 different females. And then I have 2 possible pastel calico inchies that I'm going to try to prove out also. And then over here, I have a classic male that's going to be to a possible genetic blackback. I'm trying to prove her out. I got a fire to a butterfly.
James Nelson said, I hope you get some female head.
And then I got a banana to a super Mojave. That's it. Oh, wow. All right, so let's see. I hope you get some female het albinos because I need one. Well, if I do, I know where one of them's going, or 2 of them, or 3 of them, depending on how many you need. If I get them. Let's pick it somebody.
I'm doing duets.
What are you doing?
Duets.
She thought I was facing the camera at her.
Yeah.
Dad, I'm going to show you something.
What? Okay, I need a male. Oh, male het albino? Okay, I'll see what I can do. Okay, here's what we need to do. Nice, but I need an albino het. Albino het what? Probably a couple of them.
Oh, wait, what? I messed up. I was off track, but I did it. I did.
All right. So let's see here. Probably a couple male head albinos. Well, all-time reptiles, I know for sure that I'm going to keep the females out of that group. I just got to figure out if I want to do that same pairing next year. Because if I do, or, I don't know, I'll do some thinking. What would you pair with a super inchy yellow belly female? Super inchy yellow belly. Banana. Banana would be awesome. No, that would have to have calico in it. Super inchy yellow belly. Everything's going to have inchy. So, you got your yellow belly. Ooh, you could do an asphalt to it. Then you'd have an inchy highway. There you go. I got a yellow belly male. Well, everyone, I got to get back to work. Looks like my video will be real late tonight. All right, CJ. I'll be looking for it. And if I don't see it today, I'll see it tomorrow. And I'll let you know. And CJ, make sure you email me about what we talked about. Let me know what you want to do. Don't say it in the chat. Just let me know. I don't have a female for my male yellow belly. But let's go ahead and take a look at him. I'm trying to find him a female. Come here. He's kind of a pain in the butt. Here's my male yellow belly.
It's pretty. How do you know it's a yellow belly?
It just is. I would love to get an ivory and a super asphalt. I got a yellow belly male from ZTK today also. Oh, okay. That's nice. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. And thank you guys for being a positive community and sharing all of your love for reptiles in this community.
And we love you.
And all of us here at DCR loves each and every one of you.
Yes, we do.
And if you guys, we have a lot coming. A ghost, a clown, pods, purple passion, GHI. I'd love to get into the GHI stuff a little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Don't forget, Free Talk Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, this Friday. So, until next live stream, you guys are welcome for me being on here. Thank you guys for showing up, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So, I will see everybody Friday at Free Talk Friday. So, be careful. Treat your reptiles with love. Spread the positivity. And I will see you next time.